There's some rumors going around. People have been in my comments saying Keke's having a baby. I am.
Honestly, there has been so much malice, damage control, and as many of you know, right after I did the Angela Bassett, Karrueche, Keke Palmer, and Chili from TLC video, they announced that Keke Palmer was pregnant on SNL. Before they announced that she was in quotations pregnant on SNL, they did this Vanity Fair interview, basically them reuniting after 16 years, and of course, on the thumbnail, it says Aquila and the Bee reunion, which is super ironic since I mentioned the Aquila and the Bee connection in my video. Another key detail to point out is the fact that this interview was conducted on Vanity Fair. And vanity, as you guys know, is one of the 7 deadly sins. Vanity is associated with pride. It is an example of pride. A key detail to remember, guys, is that all of these celebrities indulge in massive amount of sins. One, to influence all of us to sin and to fall. So that is a key detail. Her pregnancy is a complete joke. The fact that people even fell for this or believe it, it came from a skit. She was acting and then bam, announces that she's pregnant. I don't know how people take that serious. I think people take satire and comedy serious nowadays. Considering that earlier this year, on April Fool's Day, she announced that she was also pregnant, but she was lying. This was one of the articles that she had posted on her story right after my video. This was on December 2nd. The caption says, reuniting 16 years after playing mother and daughter in Aquila and the Bee. That is extremely crazy since I mentioned that movie and how it was super weird that they were mother and daughter. That came out December 2nd. My video came out November 29th. I directly mentioned how she looks absolutely nothing like her, in quotations, biological parents. And this is them, and she looks nothing like them. But I did mention how she looks so much like Lawrence Fishburne and Angela Bassett. She's a complete 50-50 mixture of these two characters. This title, Aquila and the Bee, includes B in the title, okay? It's heavily associated with Masonry. That movie came out in 2006, which is 26. Killed equals 26 in gematria. I mentioned how any of those characters, Angela, Chili, Karrueche, Keke, any of them could be death fakers, or people around them could be a death faker. And the Pisces connection is because Pisces season is between February 19th and March 20th. Their character, Chili, just so happens to be a Pisces. And I also talked about how they've done numerous impressions of each other. And this caption of that video says, can we get a movie where Keke plays Angela already? Complete damage control mockery. It's like a sick joke. And here's some side-by-sides of them. They look exactly alike. And I also want to reiterate this. If you type in Keke Palmer, Angela Bassett, it used to ask if they were related, and I guess now people are looking up the interview, but that was one of the recommended searches. I made a video about Drake admitting that he is Prince. I will be doing a follow-up video about that, where I show you guys more admitting that Drake has done towards being Prince, because they've made an astronomical amount of characters from this Prince physical appearance. In this video, I directly mentioned how they like to feminize the Drake character in the media, demasculate his character. That's just something common that they do. And I mentioned that because that's a direct connection between him coming from Prince, because Prince was a representation of both genders. He was a very flamboyant character and he was very feminine. So what is the chances that they always feminize Drake's character in the media? The fact that after that video, and I'm gonna show you guys a clip of me saying that, after that video, they started making these memes of Drake being very feminine on his recent song. And initially, if you listen to that song or read the lyrics without listening to the song, which is what I did, I read the lyrics not listening to the song. Nothing about that verse that they used sounded accordingly to how they're trying to portray it in the media. While there was other verses and other songs on that album that was very, very fugazi, but this just wasn't. And they switched the entire narrative. It even freaked me out a bit. I seen these memes so much that I started to think that it was actually fugazi, you know. And even though all their music is like that, but that particular verse wasn't like that. But when they get something, this means that they can take anything, like any segment from anything that they make, and turn it into an alternate narrative and push it on people and make people think like that. And that's absolutely scary. So if you've seen all these memes and you heard it so many times, you will start to think, man, he really does sound fugazi in that. This was some of the cartoons. There was multiple videos. There was actually like people like involved, TikTokers obviously, pushing this type of agenda. They were like males who were dressing up feminine basically, and they were listening to the song and they were just being weird, okay? And I'm gonna show a small clip of this right here. And Drake is always being seen as feminine. People always make memes and jokes about it, like right here. Can you talk to the ops next for me? Okay, I just think this is really ironic. And all the rap pages are posting it. Like the caption says, Drake can't catch a break. What is the chances of this if I just mentioned how the media constantly feminizes his character? And I didn't say that to defend this Drake character. I said that because that is a huge connection between him and Prince, because they're both feminine characters. But the fact that they go and do this type of malice damage control, making him feminine in the media right after the video, is just really sick. It's like they always have to do something. They don't care if they destroy their character after the videos that we make. They'll do anything to gain some type of attention, to flood the searches so people won't see the videos. They do a numerous amount of things to gain back that power in a sense. So the next damage control that we're going to get into is the Megan Thee Stallion video. 3 weeks ago, I made a video about that. Make sure you guys go check that out if you haven't. One of these pages had posted Victoria Monet and her husband and her kid, and they tried to compare them to these older people. I have no idea who these older people are. I don't even think that they're actually famous people. Maybe they are, I'm not sure. But they compared them to these older people, and they look nothing like them. That was complete damage control. Victoria Monet looks nothing like this lady. They swept in and did just massive damage control. And not only that, there's a video that had resurfaced, like of lost footage, which is not lost, that's the irony in it, of Megan in high school. And people were like making fun of her because of how she looked. But what people didn't notice is that the guy, and I circled his face, he purposely got behind her head at a certain angle to do one eye. So if you're on Instagram, if you're on any of these social media apps and you're scrolling daily, please be mindful of what you're seeing, because they're doing massive symbolism right in front of people's faces. They're either doing the horn gesture, the one eye, in quotations, person is doing behind her. And I'm gonna play this clip right now. So just be very mindful of the symbolism that they do. They're very sneaky, and I didn't see this initially until I screen recording a video, and I was completely shocked because I had seen it initially once.
Discrimination to nerds everywhere, okay? It's racist.
2 months ago, I made a video about The Weeknd. Very good video. Make sure you guys go check that one out also. And right after that, literally right after, someone had a comment on that video and said, Trevor Noah just quit his show. The caption on this says, "My time is up." It's kind of like a death reference, okay? And in that video, I had mentioned how one of their characters was going to die. It could be any of them. I think more so Maxwell. Maxwell also did damage control. For some reason, he's a meme now, like because he did some weird dance. So they just did maximum damage control. And also this caption, "My time is up," ties to a lot of the Weeknd songs. He has songs like Out of Time, etc. So that's a very symbolic thing. And then the next damage control, 2 weeks ago, I did a Chrisean Rock and BlueFace Agenda Exposed video. Make sure you guys go check that one out also. And I did numerous videos about Chrisean Rock and BlueFace. It's very tiresome. They are very toxic and annoying, and they do massive damage control after our videos. You guys can go check out Conscious X videos. He has done videos about all the damage control they've done, so you guys can see all those videos. I will play some clips at the end, but they've done so much and they're so disgusting that I just can't even stand looking at them and their distractions, okay? But one damage control that I do want to mention is in my feed, a video had popped up, and I thought this video was actually real, but it's an edit. One of these fan pages had made an edit of Chrisean Rock and India Love together. And I literally thought it was real until I was really watching the video, and I'm gonna play it for you guys. And I seen that it was not real. It's not in sync. And this is sick, and this shows me that these little fan pages are highly controlled. They're not real pages. And there's other damage control, like the Chrisean live stream that they were on, which is huge damage control considering that I made a video about him and then he responded. You guys can go check all that out in my other videos about Diddy and Chrisean. The fact that he's with Chrisean Rock and BlueFace, two characters that I exposed not too far apart from when I exposed his character. So super weird. And the last damage control that we're going to get into is the character Pink. And I made a video 2 months ago about her. And right after that video, she dropped a song, okay? And it's called Never Gonna Dance Again. There's something with dancing. It's ritualistic. I feel like it summons something. They're always trying to get people to dance or mention the word dance. There's always something with that. TikTok's all about dancing. There's a lot of weirdness surrounding dancing and a lot of weird dances that they come up with, very symbolic dances. So the fact that she has this, and this also reminds me of that quote that they have, dancing with the devil, you know. So considering that she hasn't dropped any music in forever, and then right after the video, music video, everything. And she looks like a man. I just want to show this because this is nasty. She looks like a guy. This is actually sick. Also, I almost forgot to mention this. After my CJ So Cool and Lil TJ video, CJ So Cool has been mentioned all over the media. It's been multiple things that happened, like his daughter, his ex-wife, I think. There's just been multiple different scenarios and different fake events occurring with this character. So yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys go check out our last live stream that we recently did.
I'm a little sad, y'all. And yeah, for everybody that keep coming for me talking about everybody was playing a character, so I can't play the ghetto bitch. This person can play the oblivious, slow motherfucker. This person can play like. Everybody have a character when they was on Twitch. I played a character like y'all have to come for me. Me and Kai cool, we friends. And I didn't really put a hole in his mouth, just hit it a little bit.
Okay.
Not really, I was trying to get that cheater. I was playing, we always, you know, like, bro, I just go off the energy in the room. So if we on that vibe, alright, let me do this vibe. If we going viral this way, we going viral now. Like, stop playing with me. I need a brush, my hair looking nice. Who got a brush?
Big Rock on the ones and twos, y'all, making homemade mac from scratch.
With the half cream.
Rockway.
No, it's about to be good. What is y'all saying? This is.
We know it's good.
We know it's just
Big Rock.
And it's just me and my family eating. Oh my god. There's so much pasta. That's a big chunk of butter. Probably grossing some of you out right now. But oh well. Don't be grossed out. It's gonna be amazing. I wanna like eat my hand.
How did you get an apple?
Who's in the kitchen? Gave it to him, babe. He asked for it. Alright, so I'm just gonna stick a couple of these in there. Uh-oh, Daddy took the apple away.
Yeah?
We'll cube a couple of these, put that in there. And it's just me and my...
Say hello to
For
my
those of you concerned
mac and
with my
cheese.
mac and cheese, here's the result, baby. And yes, I've had a noodle, and it is good. Woo. Oh, you saw that? You saw that?
Say hello.
Discrimination to nerds everywhere, okay? It's racist.
Can you talk to the ops next for me? 21